Hey guys and gals. So, I am giving you a sneak peek into the no nut caramel turtle brownies and the s'mores brownies. First, I'm starting with the caramel so that it has time to cool so I can cut it and place it inside the brownies. Got to do a lot of stirring, and once it's bubbling like this, I don't do the candy thermometer, okay? My way of making my caramel is through the softball stage. So once you can roll up the ball, you have to put it into some cold water. And once you can kind of play with it, you don't want it to be solid, like it's going to be bouncy or anything. Like you want it to still be soft, because my caramels are not at the hard stage, okay? I don't want ones that stick to my teeth. These, you can literally just, you can chew them or you can suck on them and just melts in your mouth. It's delicious. But I like the softball stage, and I do go by texture. So when I am testing it in the cold water, I do taste test it to see if it's at the right consistency. And then at the end, you got to pour in the vanilla, stirred in, and then you pour it onto the granite tile, which you will see shortly. But see how I can kind of mess around with this? I just need a little bit more. It's a little too soft. The flavoring for me also tells me when it's ready. This is my grandpa's recipe, and I go by how it used to taste when he made it. So he used to make it all the time, and I'd watch. That's how I learned how to do this. Anyways, I do like to include it in my brownies. Now, the way that I don't like to deal with nuts. I didn't want to deal with nut allergies, so I didn't do the turtles with nuts in it. The only nut I use is for the coconut, for the coconutty butter toffees that just have coconut shavings in it. Other than that, I do not do nuts in my brownies. So I'll put strips. You're going to see in a minute. I'm going to put strips in the batter, and then I bake it. And then as the batter is cooling, I add more strips of caramel on top. And those are the caramel turtle brownies. Okay, you see those rolling bubbles right there? Perfect. We're ready. The softball stage is perfect. Right consistency, right texture, right flavor. Add the vanilla, stir, grab your pot holders, and we're going to go dump it. This is pre-buttered. You don't want it to stick to that and then have difficulties getting it off. So you need to take your stick of butter and just slide it around. Evenly coat it. Now see how it's turning into a perfect circle? It's already starting to harden exactly how we want it, and then it'll look like really glossy. You can see your own reflection. That's how you know you did it correct, okay? If it starts spilling over, you didn't wait long enough. If it clumps and doesn't spread just like this, you waited too long. It's finicky, you guys. I like to even it out, and it'll still have that perfect glossy sheen. Oh my gosh, this, whenever I make this around the holidays, literally people gobble this up so quick, it's not even funny. This is diabetes in a bucket, by the way. Like, be careful. You don't want to eat this whole thing. Now, I'm not going to give you all the ingredients to my brownies right now because they are secret. But we do have to start with the stovetop. The other one in the mixer is waiting. These are the plain Janes. Those will just get powdered sugar on top. So yeah, they do have to be cooked first. Then they have to sit in the mixer and cool off before I can add the eggs. I do a double batch, and it takes 8 eggs. I am glad I have chickens, because eggs are expensive nowadays, you know? Now, these have the s'mores in there. The ones next to that, that's the coconutty butter toffees. But the s'mores, I do add the marshmallows. Inside, we're putting it a light coating, okay? Just like a thin spread of it on the bottom. And then I'll do the graham cracker crumble. And then more batter. So there is Heath bar chips with the marshmallows inside this. And then I like to coat it with both the graham cracker on top and the Heath bar chips. And then those will turn out so delicious. These are my kids' favorites, actually. Mine, I like the Death by Chocolate because it's got the fudge frosting on top. Okay, now to the caramels. Gotta roll it in strips, and then I just place them as evenly spread apart as I can in their perfect little lines. Oh, that one got a little stuck. So now I'm just placing it. I did tear a little bit right there. Make sure they go in lines. And then when I put them on top, I go the opposite direction. But this way you get extra caramel. These do, when you bite into it, you're like, oh, is this undercooked? No, it's not, I promise. It's just the caramel that melted in and dissolved. It dissolves a little bit into the brownie batter because of the extra heat. But yes, they do come out perfectly moist and flavorful, my friends. And there you have it.